We start taking the measurements from here to here and then round. You ought to be keen and precise because any mistake can totally alter your design. And never forget to add a stitching allowance. Like here we have 20, so that will be 21. Here we'll have 40, so it will be 41. Say hi. I'll have to make do with what's available because removing this one band with a cuticle remover was akin to fetching water with a spoon. You'll get there, but it will take you some time. So we have 4 bastles and I'm going to divide it into 4 pieces. And as you can see, my material is quite stretchy, and that can be tricky because you'll have to alter your measurements. So we saw the surface area is 20, and because I want to cut in a circular motion, like the way you can cut a circular skirt, I'm going to divide it by 2, and in that 10 I'm not going to add a stitching allowance. Instead, I'm going to deduct 2 inches from it. So I'll just go ahead and cut it, and for the look of things, it seems that I will not need the second seat cover. This will cover the 4 stools. How awesome is that? As you have seen, I have folded it into 4 to make it circular. Now from this point, I'm just going to measure 8 inches all around. And because I don't have a chalk to mark, I thank God I had secured these pins long before. So from here henceforth, I think it will be self-explanatory, but I'll come in where I need to because we need to get into today's story time, and it will be about trusting God even when you do not understand. So as you know, I was connected to this job I'm in by my boss, my former boss. So let's get back there before I came here. So as I mentioned in my story, there's a time she was gauging to see whether I'll stick with their family for the 2 years. And to not lie was not an easy thing because you can imagine, prior to me getting to that home, I had suffered. I couldn't find a job, and if I did, I couldn't keep that job because rejection befell on me like snow. Whew. So there I was. She was asking me, we want you to stay for longer, we have loved you, this, that, this. But then I remembered a verse I had read, and I know this is not me, it's just the Holy Spirit who placed it in my heart, and I'm going to read it for you. It's from James 4:14, and it says, instead you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we shall live and do this or that. And I told her so, and that didn't come with the assurity she was looking for. And so they proceeded with the process of getting the Bangladesh. She's called Jasmine. And the thing is, God gave me this peace within that everything will be okay. It was a peace that I had not experienced before with decisions as such, being that I was coming from a place where I had suffered a lot. And as the time went by, the D-Day came, and she came, And I trained her for a whole week, to equip her with the knowledge she needed to be effective. And I remember it's about 2 days prior me leaving the house, not knowing where to go next, not knowing, just trusting in God, that my boss called me and she told me that my boss needs a house manager. Not my boss, her best friend. That her best friend needs a house manager. And the best part is they live in the same estate, the same house structure from the gate to the rooftop. The only thing which was different was the people inside, the furniture, and the routine. But let me tell you guys, it has been glory to glory, because some of the things which I was limited to do in the other house, I freely do them here. I got back to this channel. You see, like God, He works in miraculous ways. Sometimes we may pray and we see like nothing is happening, but He is always behind the scene. And I know situationships sometimes lead us to temptation, but the thing is, God has assured us that He will not let us get tempted, and if we are, He's going to provide a way out. For me, in my case, I was this close to lie, considering where I was from, but I chose, not even chose, like it was just God's grace, because if it was not for His grace, I could have lied, and maybe I'll be telling a rather different story, or maybe not telling a story at all. So let's continue trusting in God, hoping in Him, because He says in His word that everything works out for good for those who love Him and those who are called according to His will. So let's align our lives to His will, because where He sends, He provides. And you can see we are almost done, and I use this safety pin to get this band through the hole that I have just created. So let us see whether it's going to fit. Rosa, Rosa, hi. And that's it, guys. As you have seen, you do not have to have a sewing machine. You can as well use your hands. So I'm planning to surprise my boss. She's away for now. I want when she comes and walks into this kitchen, she'll be like, wow. Anyway, let's not forget the reason for this season. Appreciate, love, give, be kind, and see you tomorrow by God's grace. Bye-bye.